Well, now to the U.S. Supreme Court's landmark decision. Same-sex marriage is now the law of the land. The 5-4 ruling came down around 10 this morning. Jim Ogerbefell is the lead plaintiff in the case. He sued to have his name added to his late spouse's death certificate. Justice Anthony Kennedy gave the swing vote, and he wrote, "Marriage is a fundamental right in which homosexual couples must share, and it would also be a violation of equal protection to extend that right only to heterosexual couples."
Ruling will strengthen all of our communities by offering to all loving same-sex couples the dignity of marriage across this great land.
Within just a few sentences, I was just crying.
The ruling is the most extensive expansion of marriage since the court struck down bans on interracial marriages back in 1967. Our team of reporters has been working to get local reaction on this major national story. Amanda Smith talked to the LGBT community in Youngstown, and Nadine Grimley caught up with the first couple in Trumbull County to file for a marriage license. We begin our team coverage tonight with Amanda Smith outside the Mahoning County Courthouse.
Today's landmark decision clears the way for same-sex couples across the nation to marry. But the ramifications of this ruling will have impacts far beyond the ceremony.
Any LGBT person that you speak to, you know, you're definitely going to get into a conversation about feeling like a third-class citizen.
She says the civil rights victory hasn't set in for her yet.
I think we all just feel as if we've been fighting this fight for so long. A lot of us are in shock.
Now, when a couple wants to get married in Mahoning County, they'll come down here to the marriage license office and use this new form when they apply.
We have the documents prepared to go. We have the licenses ready to go. It's business as usual for us. Whether it's 2 men, 2 women, or a man and a woman, we're going to do the same great job that we've been doing. We're going to continue to issue the marriage licenses.
The ruling extends rights to same-sex couples in birth records, adoptions, and now estates. Ronquillo says her sexuality shouldn't get in the way of her legal rights.
I don't put my sexuality before myself as a person. I like to introduce myself as Lisa. I'm a student, I'm a sister, I'm a friend.
Judge RUSU says that courtrooms all across the country will be studying the new ruling to make sure it's applied fairly. In Youngstown, I'm Amanda Smith for WKBN 27 First News.
One of the plaintiffs in the case is Warren native Kelly McCracken. McCracken and her wife got married in Massachusetts. They both got involved in the fight for marriage equality after they wanted both their names to be on their daughter's birth certificate. Now, this is a picture of McCracken. She posted it on her Facebook page shortly after today's decision, and she told First News it feels like a weight lifted off her shoulders.
I've always been, pretty proud of my sexuality and myself. I've always had a lot of friends, but I never considered myself an activist. And really, this kind of fell into our laps.
Before the decision today by the Supreme Court, 14 states banned same-sex marriage, including Ohio. Now to Trumbull County, and our news crew was there as the first same-sex couple legally filed for their marriage license. And they say it's something they've been waiting for years. 27 First News reporter Nadine Grimley continues our team coverage.
After 35 years, Barry Tenney and Larry Carr can finally apply for a marriage license.
And I thought that I would never live to see the day that I would actually marry the person that I love.
Barry and Larry are the first same-sex couple in Trumbull County to show up at probate court following the Supreme Court's decision, declaring a ban on same-sex marriages unconstitutional.
We were very excited. We thought that the day would never come. A lot of tears, a lot of tears.
Pam Politsky shares the same emotions, crying tears of joy when she heard. Her daughter, Kelly McCracken, took her argument to the Supreme Court when she and her wife tried to put both of their names on their daughter's birth certificate.
Being a part of this landmark decision has it's making a big difference. I mean, this is our future. This is what they've been fighting for and working toward.
Even though the decision just came down this morning, preparations have been underway for a while now here at Trumbull County Probate Court, making the transition seamless.
We are, as of this moment, ready to comply with the law as it exists in the United States and in the state of Ohio.
Judge James FREDERICKA says the immediate changes that needed to be made were to the marriage application and license, changing the wording from bride and groom to applicant 1 and 2. In Warren, Nadine Grimley, WKBN 27 First News.